This is not the right framing. Oh, Dina, you should know after all these years how to frame this shot properly. You guys, hi. So the outfit's one for the ages today. It's business on the top, party on the bottom. I'm wearing my full golf outfit, like the collared shirt, the whole dorky thing. And then I'm late, so I just threw on some shorts. So excuse the outfit, but I don't think you guys really care about that kind of stuff. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to day 1 gazillion million of Stretch. My name is Dina. We've been together since March 21st of the year 2020. That means we've been together over 3 years. I'm so far away from the phone right now that I cannot see who is signing on, but I do want to apologize for being late today. I'm going to tell you why I'm late. If you look on the ground, you may see many dogs. We were gone, and then I decided to be a normal person and watch a documentary with my husband. I think I've done that twice in 10 years. So I just was sitting and enjoying watching the documentary, and I'm like, oh, time for Stretch. Walk in our bedroom. I went, ugh. Why? Because the smell of urine is so strong in our bedroom that it'll make you pass out. The boy dogs have peed on my curtains. The girl dogs have peed in the bathroom. The grout joints are yellow. Okay? It's a real hazmat situation. So as soon as I'm done with stretching, I'll be getting... It's like the type of thing where I need to get the bucket and the scrubber. Yeah, can't wait. So I had to undo the fact that I'd walked in so much dog piss to be able to get to my phone and set up. So I'm going to shut my mug now. We're going to get stretching. This is a little bit more challenging than our usual stretch because we're going to review Surya Namaskar, aka sun salutations, right, Lucy? Okay, so we're going to review them. If you're new, usually we don't go this hard. We do more casual stretching, but we're going to do a little bit of a sequence right now. I see a lot of you signing on who I adore. Am I in Carmel right now? Yes, I am. I see a lot of you signing on who have puppies, who have old puppies, and you know. Oh, do I not have sound? Okay, so wait, no sound? Thank you. Do we have sound? Opulence now. Hello, darling. Do we have sound, you guys? I'll just wait and then we'll get going. Okay, sorry. I'm going to sign off and sign back on. No? Okay, there is sound. Okay, you guys, hang on one sec. Let me just fix this, and then we're going to get moving here. All right, for those of you who do not do stretchies on the floor because it hurts, I want you to modify. I will show you the modifications. For those of you who are okay bending in half and putting your hands on the ground, I think you're going to be happy with what we're doing. Here. Look at my red face from the wind. So foggy and windy, you guys. See, I need to plug in because my phone's dead. And I'm so sorry. Okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna get moving now. We're gonna start standing up. I urge you to give this a shot. Again, if you're here, thank you, thank you, thank you. Up close, look at my white hair. Yes, I'm aware that it's white. Yes, it is white on purpose. Okay, here we go. Stand up, please. Own your space. Make sure you can move just a little bit, okay? We are going to get into this position, which is downward facing dog. So I have plenty of downward facing dogs around me, but make sure you do have a little bit of space. If you're unable to go into downward facing dog, Your facsimile today is going to be either touching the wall and hanging out, or just reaching for the ground and going through the motions. All right, let's begin. Feet apart, shoulder width. Pretend like we are in a class together and you're actually taking a class. Reach to the sky, breathe in through your nose. Officially starting right now. Ready? And just hold it and then exhale and 2 more like that. Ready? Breathe in. Exhale. Ready? Breathe in through your nose. Reach up. Exhale. Set the intention of being able to do these shapes. I know you can. Put your hands in yoga prayer shape. Bend your knees and keep your feet flat. Where do you feel that? Do you feel it through the back of your shins? Your shins are in the back, duh. But do you feel it in your shins? Do you feel it in your knees? My feet are flat. I'm not letting my heels come off the ground. Now breathe in through your nose, rise up. And then exhale and push the air away. And then start to bend your beautiful body. Letting your hands hang toward the ground. I'm going to turn sideways because I've got such limited space. Keep your tummy engaged. Inhale, bend your knees. Hold here. Go back to your normal breath. Yes, it burns. Little pulses might take your mind off the burn. And stand up. Hands together, yoga prayer shape. Breathe in through your nose, reach for the sky. Exhale, push the air away, forward fold. You don't need to be looking at your phone. If you want to chat with our friends, do that. But if you're doing stretchies, you don't need to look at your phone. So you're folded in half at your normal breath, letting the backs of your legs stretch. On your next inhale, come up halfway and make a tabletop like this. So see, my back is straight. I made a tabletop on my inhale. Exhale, on your next exhale, bend your knees, keep your hands here. Ready? Inhale, exhale. Getting real deep into this. It's so good for you. Back to your normal breath. On your inhale, reach for the sky. Ready? Inhale and stand up. Exhale. We are going to do this. Are you ready? We're going to do, I'm trying to get where I can show you. This space is tiny. It looks so big, but it's tiny. It's not even big enough for me to do this. So I'm going to step back a little. Move this. Move the lamp that is also covered in dog urine. I'll be proper and say urine. We're going to do a sun salutation, my friends. Here's what it looks like. Rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, step to downward facing dog. And take 3 deep breaths like this. We're going to look at our hands at the end of our 3rd breath, and we're going to walk or hop back to tabletop. We're going to forward our fold, reverse our swan dive, and then go back to yoga prayer shape. So that's called Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. It is good for circulation. It is good for digestion. It is good for complexion because look what it does with the circulation. Good for toning. It's good for everything. Let's just review downward facing dog and then let's do a few of these suckers. You're going to go for down dog. You're going to reach. We're already in halfway rise tabletop. I'm going to reach for the floor as I step back. And then see how my head's poking out like a turtle? I'm going to shift it back. I'm shifting back with my head now between my elbows and my butt to the sky. Then I'm going to peek at my hands and either walk carefully or hop and then go back to tabletop. Okie dokie? For those of you who are afraid to try this, don't be afraid. Give it a shot. You're alone, hopefully, or you're with family or friends in the privacy of your own home. You don't have to look like a dork like I look. You can look any way you want trying this. You're not going to get stuck on the floor, okay? Let's do it. You can do it. Feet shoulder width. Get yourself stable. We're not going to do the breath with the movement yet. We're just going to do the movement. And yoga prayer pose. Rise up. Push the arrow away, forward fold. I'll give you verbal cues before we do the move. Come up to a tabletop. It's called halfway rise. Boink. Step your hands forward. Step your feet back into downward. Look out, baby, facing dog. And shift back. And take 3 deep breaths here. Let me hear them. One more. Look at your hands. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. Ready? And let's get them there. Halfway rise, tabletop. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Get those arms up to the sky. And yoga prayer pose. That's one round of sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. We're going to do 2 more without stopping. I'm going to turn to the side to do it. Ready? Let's do it. Yes, you can. Si se puedes. Podemos. See? Here we go. Rise up. Arch that back a little bit. Push the arrow away, forward fold. Feel the stretch here. Let's stay here for just a minute. Halfway rise. Touch those fingers to your knees, tabletop back. Put your hands in front of you. Step back into down dog and shift your weight back with your butt to the sky and take 3 deep breaths. Look at your hands. Bend your knees and hop or walk your feet to your hands. Tabletop. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Yoga prayer pose. Let's do it again. Rise up. Arch that back and stretch. Push the arrow away, forward fold. You can do it. Hold it here for a moment. Halfway rise, tabletop. Hands on the ground. Step your feet back, downward facing dog. Shift your weight back, you guys. Back towards your heels. Deep breaths. Last one. My shirt's covering my whole face and I can't breathe, but we're doing it. Look at your hands. Hop or walk your feet to your hands. Halfway rise. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Up, up, up. And yoga prayer pose. You did it. You've done a sun salutation. Okay? We're going to add on to that. Yes, we are. We're going hard tonight. Feet together, shoulder width apart. Step your right foot forward toward me. Boink. Step your rear foot to a diagonal like this. Look, boink. Just boink. Okay, look. Toes are to me. Now back toes go boink. Okay? Bend this front knee. Lunge in, lunge in, lunge in, lunge in, lunge in, and rise up. That is called Warrior One. One of the tenets of yoga. Warrior One, Vira, Bhadrasana, 1 in Sanskrit. Push off, blast off, come on back. Step forward with your left foot toward me. Really step, control your body. I almost just crushed a pug. Rear foot, diagonal, boink. See it? It's not 90 degrees, it's 45 degrees. Shift your weight forward. Headlights, these are headlights. Forward, forward, rise up. Virabhadrasana, 1. Warrior, 1. Tori, if you're here, this means a lot to me that you're learning this. Virabhadrasana, 1. Get ready to blast off, 1, 2, 3, blast off and come back. Now, if you're unable to do downward facing dog, you can still do warrior 1 like we just did. Scott, I'll take the pug. Here's where warrior 1 comes in, you guys. And I really want you to try this. I'm begging you to try it. You're in downward facing dog, okay? So see how my butt's the highest point? Not my head, not my back. My butt is the highest point. I'm going to lift my right leg. It doesn't matter if I lift it 1 inch or 4 feet, does not matter. And I'm going to, I have to turn this way to show you. I'm going to step that foot as close as I can between my hands. Come on up. Settle that back foot into 45 degrees. Lunge in, warrior 1. Then I'm going to put my hands back down on the ground, step back to down dog. Lift my left leg to the sky or 1 inch, whatever feels good to you. Look at your hands, step that left foot through. Settle that rear foot to 45 degrees and bam, warrior 1. Look at you, yogis. Okay, got it? Hands back down on the ground, go back to down dog. Look at your hands. Walk or hop your feet to your hands. Meet me in tabletop. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive and yoga prayer pose. That's a full-on sun salutation, okay? So, gotten myself in a little bind with wearing this much clothing. God bless America, it's hot in here. See, isn't it interesting? That's not doing aerobics. That's not doing any big gym thing. That's just doing something with your body in one little 2x4 spot, but you can still get cardio, you still get circulatory, you still tone your arms. It's really awesome. So let me just see. I bet my heart rate's going really high right now. I'll bet you anything. Yeah, it is. It really does work us out. Let's do a sun salutation that includes warrior 1, okay? Again, it's called Virabhadrasana 1. Vira, V-I-R-A, Bhadrasana. Remember, they all end in asana, right? So it is Virabhadrasana 1, meaning warrior 1. All right, you can do it. So what you're going to be doing is lifting that leg in down dog, sneaking it through, and then going into your warrior 1. We can do it. Verbal cues, you don't have to look at your phone. I got to tuck my shirt in real quick. Okie dokie, guys, here we are. Get settled. Hands in yoga prayer pose, ready, rise up. Arch that back a little. Start getting really into your body joints. Push the arrow way forward fold. Halfway rise, make a tabletop. Put your hands in front of you. Try to step back to down dog. Yes, you can. Shift your weight back towards your feet. Your heels do not touch the ground. Lift your right leg to the sky or part way or 1 inch, whatever you got. Work on your balance. Look at your hands and sneak that foot between your hands. I don't care how many hops you got to take. I don't care if you got to lift your hand to swing it in. Whatever it takes, guys. Start pushing up, up, up. Settle that back foot on the ground. Get the headlights to me. Boom, you are strong, warrior 1. Your knee is not caved in. Your knee is forward. Engage your core. Be patient with the burn. Put those hands back down. You can do spin like they do in a lot of yoga classes. Step back, down dog. Shift your weight back. Lift your left leg to the sky, or 1 inch, 1 foot, whatever you got. Work on your balance. Look at your hands. Sneak that little sucker through. Drop your back foot to a diagonal. Come on up. Warrior 1. Headlights to me. Boo. Spin or put your hands back down in front of near your foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Look at your hands. Hop or walk your feet to your hands. Meet me in tabletop. Forward fold, you guys. Let it all hang out. Reverse swan and yoga prayer pose. You just did a legit Surya Namaskar. All right? Okay. Before we move on, I'm going to show you one more little thing. And then it's going to get easier after this. So when we do Warrior 1, God, I'm not getting just the right angle. Doing my best, but it's not working because I've got my phone plugged in. So when we do Warrior 1, we're not stacked on a little tight rope. Our feet are comfortably apart. Some teachers will want you stacked like that. I don't think it's good for your knees. I've had other teachers who are like, no, 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 no. Your feet are like on each side of a 4-inch balance beam. That's what I prefer. So let's all of you, even people who are skipping that part, let's all try this together. Feet are straight and flat. Feet are straight. Of course they're straight. Look out, puppy. I have 6 dogs, in case you didn't know. I'm always got one in my way. So to get into Warrior 1, it's big and dramatic. So you're going to step in, shift your rear foot to diagonal, and my feet are not in line. They're separate, see? Work on your hips. That back foot is at an angle. Now get the hell into that lunge. Get in there. And rise up. Warrior 1, okay? Push off your front foot. 1, 2, 3. Push off. Let's do the other side. Nice and dramatic and elegant, stepping in with your left. Ready? Lift. Stretch. Turn your back foot. My feet are not, well, they are a little bit too close. I'm going to widen my stance. Okay, I'm going to work on my hips going forward. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to get deeper into my lunge. And I'm holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Blast off. Boom, I'm done. That's Warrior 1. There are 3 warrior positions. Here's Warrior 2. Feet are comfortable. Step forward. Turn that rear foot now fully 90 degrees. Boink. Now it's not 45 diagonal, it's now right angled. Okay? Lunge as deeply as you can. And you open to the side. Okay? Now look, I'm all cattywampus like this because my back is overly flexible. You don't want that. You want a nice straight line in your back. Your knee is in line with your shoulder, in line with your arms. And from the side, my foot is angled at you. This foot's forward, and look at the lines. Okay, Warrior 2. You actually look sideways. Warrior 1. Shift my foot. Warrior 2. Deeper. Hold it. Gaze over your front hand for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're up. Burning, burning, burning. We haven't done this in too long. Let's do the other side, and then we're going to calm it down. Here we go. It's hot today, Puggy. It's hot today. Okay, stay right here. Good girl. Step with your left foot all the way to me. Ready? Reach for me, reach for me. Boom. Rear foot, 90 degrees. Creep this foot even further if you need to. Open up those arms to the side. Okay? Nice and long. So from the side, right? Now gaze over your front fingers. Ready? Gaze forward and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Blast off. That is warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 1, Virabhadrasana 2. Okay? You did it. Very proud of you. Bring your energy and your body and your booty to the ground. Go ahead and sit down, have a seat. Oh, my knees aren't having that today. I'm gonna extend my legs. Let me see if I can get the tripod to go down further. Nope, that's it. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Okay, so you now are gonna be comfortable being with yourself, and I'll be comfortable being with myself. We're gonna only do this for 2 minutes of our life, all right? And it's a great prep for winding down our evenings, for going to bed, whatever. And you awesome old timers who I see on here, you're getting great at this. You could teach this class by now. Put some energy in your spine, breathe in through your nose, and rise up at the same time. Ready? And then exhale and keep your spine long. Put your hands on your knees. Either let your hands rest down to have some grounding energy, or palms up to get some energy. I'm gonna ground myself tonight. I'm kind of scatterbrained. So I'm nice and tall. I'm gonna adjust my underwear. With your eyes closed, roll your head a few times, starting by going toward the right, okay? So 3 nice rolls of the head. And the other way, ready? 3 nice rolls of the head, 1 and 2 and 3. And then just settle into where you are, enjoying wherever you are. It doesn't matter if you're on vacation, in your home, in your car, hopefully not driving. Close your beautiful eyes, and I dare you to be with yourself in this moment and no one else. Close your eyes. And I want you to pick one of these 2 phrases that resonates with you. And the choice of phrase is, I'm not enough. And the other choice of phrase is, I'm too much. And you can interpret those however you choose. But the choices are, I'm not enough. And the other choice is, I'm too much. And see which one resonates with you, and just sit with that for a few seconds. Go ahead and do that now. Keep breathing, please. Think of when you felt like you're too hyper, too talkative, too loud, make too many suggestions, or maybe you feel like you're not loved enough, you're not appreciated. We all go through those different moods. What we're going to do right now is take the phrase we chose and flip it on its head. If you chose, I am not enough, you're going to mantra, I am enough. If you chose, I'm too much, you're going to tell yourself, I'm just the right amount. Okay? You're going to repeat that to yourself as many times as feels good to you. Maybe you're going to do it once. Maybe I'll do it 100 times. But we're going to start doing it in about 5 seconds, repeating the opposite of the phrase that resonated with us. So mine was earlier, I'm too much. I'm going to re-establish that in my mind. I'm going to tell myself, I am just the right amount, right? And same with you guys. Ready? Starting now. Make it be true, because it is true. You are enough. You're not too much. You are enough. You are not too much. It's all true. Feel your body start to soften, even though your spine stays straight, your eyes stay closed. But feel your muscles start to soften as you let that truth sink in, that you are enough and that you're not too much, or that you're just the right amount. those little nagging insecurities that can screw up huge, important relationships are not worth having. They're truths, they're untruths rather, that we tell ourselves. Because we base those feelings on people's perception of us instead of how we perceive ourselves. If you are mellow, or you don't give a lot, you don't put a lot out there, or you put too much out there, that's who you are. Embrace that. I've got the dog under control. If any of you can hear her, it's okay. Just keep reminding yourself. And remember that the external noise, the external chaos, it's great because it teaches you how to keep the focus within, not without. You're focusing on you, and that's all that matters. 10 more seconds. And now gently wiggle your fingers, you guys. And then why don't you move your jaw, kind of like you're trying to clear your ears. Go ahead and roll your jaw a couple times before you open your eyes. Ooh, my ears did pop, yay. And then gently open your eyes, not quickly, just nice and slow. And then put your hands together and remember, you're not too much and you're enough all at once. On the count of 3, let's say it so the new people can hear. 1, 2, 3. Namaste, wonderful yogis. You might be sore tomorrow. If you look up what we did, the sun salutations it's called, it's spelled in Sanskrit, it's Surya Namaskar. That's what you call it in yoga training. So it's Surya, S-U-R-Y-A, Surya, and then Namaskar, N-A-M-A-S-K-A-R. And that's what we did. And if you do those every day, you'll notice some changes in your body. You'll notice some changes in your energy. It's interesting. So do I do them every day? No, I never do them anymore. I only do them with you. And I think I'm going to try to start doing them. All right. So I see some of you angel faces. Hi, Nola and Karen and Jerovi and Donna and Suzanne. You guys, and Denise, Lennis, Pegarazzi. You guys, I'm so happy you were here. I'm sorry I was late once again. Hi, Stephen. Fariba, I'm so glad you did this. That is amazing. Hi there, Shar, Ellie. You guys, I love it. I hope, Nancy, namaste, you dear thing. You beautiful tribe, Autumn Lover, Lemmy. God, we had, oh my goodness, we had the cornerstones were here. Uncle Lenny and Denise. Oh, Chula Melanie, it's okay. At least you showed up, honey. Persia, you were here. I'm glad it was needed. Isn't it? So I actually, Beck Bo, I'm so happy. I missed you too. We missed you. Hi, Steve. I'm going to tell you guys that I think you would resonate. Hi, Cece. We do resonate with the I'm too much, I'm not enough, right? And I've never thought about what flew out of my mouth. And what flew out of my mouth is us latching onto one of those, if not both. If you latch onto one of those concepts, you could ruin some of your most important relationships. Because if you think you're too much and you start hiding who you are and kind of doing this with your personality and being too subdued, you'll end up resenting the hell out of the person you're doing it for, right? And the same thing goes for not being enough, right? If you don't feel like you're enough, you might be not a match with the person or the business you're feeling that with. But you probably are enough. That's the thing I want us all to learn, is that everyone thinks they're not enough, right? So
just think about those concepts a little bit. See if it resonates. Sometimes it doesn't resonate at all, which is totally fine. Because if it doesn't resonate, guess what you do? Guess what you do? You sat for 2 minutes just like this, and you got to meditate, so it doesn't matter. So Tina, greetings from Germany. Thank you for being here. Tail ending car, you're so sweet. Marcy, are you home yet? Mama, goodbye. Hello, Shannon. We're just signing off. Anybody have any questions? And again, yes, I do know my hair is like this. It's yeah. So Jerobi, I'm a too mucher, and I went through that yesterday. Does anybody have any questions at all? Hi, Lemmy. Anybody have, and you can ask me anything. I've got a minute to do that before I help the gagging pug. The pug was in the vet all day the other day for myriad reasons. She had urinary tract infection, ear infection. Her joints are stiff, so I took her in, right? Cece, that's amazing. If you're not making a joke, that's really amazing. That is amazing, because you probably were able to purge that. I swear to God, if that really happened and you did fall asleep after thinking you were too much, I swear to you, that's like some kind of psychic purge right there. And Scott Eastwood fan scams, I'm so glad you like that advice. I'm so happy you like that advice, because again, just think, I am 58 years old almost, and I still go through, oh, I'm too much, right? I can't, I'm dying, but it's not hot. Are you here, Heather? So we got super fogged in today. Hi, Copper Cherry. Hi, Cece again. Can we do corpse pose? Oh God, Jerovi, you should. Yes, look at I'm wearing the longest, thickest golf gear too. Jerovi, absolutely. I try to do it when I can't fall asleep immediately. I absolutely Shavasana myself. I'll do a mantra, I'll do a body scan, whatever. So yes, you know when I started doing that, you guys? I went to Australia in 1989. I actually stayed with Scott for a few weeks as my buddy, my total friend, never dated him. And when I got home, I'd been there for almost 3 months, and I was a waitress. So when I got home, I was waking up every day at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. I was 24 years old. So I'd have to be at my shift at 5 to midnight. And so I was waking up at 3 and then going to bed at like 5 in the morning. It was terrible because the jet lag. I was desperate, and I've never, that we don't have access to there's no weed. Well, I didn't smoke weed or anything. So there was no access to anything. And I remember going and buying an audio tape that started you doing Shavasana, corpse pose, and body scanning. And so I got to get a little hit on that early, because I was not from like a hippie family. My mom would cringe that I would do stuff like that. So I've had a lot of practice doing that, self-soothing before I go to sleep. I've had really bad sleep issues off and on forever. And I think that doing Shavasana is one of the best things you can do. Okay, so the modification, Beckbo, I felt bad not giving you a proper modification, because I really didn't. But to get from here to here, I'm thinking the modification would be here. Just try to get hands on the ground and then wait it out. If that is too much, again, I like it to go here, wall, and then kind of drag hands down the wall. Okay? That's something that can start your mind and body thinking, I'm going to get these hands on the ground. Okay? When we come from the ground up, so we were going standing to ground. When we go ground up, the modification is, here's down dog, right? When we're on the ground, the modification is staying on knees. God, did somebody pee on here while I was? Anyway, so I wasn't really clear on the modification. I apologize, but I'm glad that you figured it out. Well, where are you? Okay, well, did somebody think I was in Phoenix with I'm in Carmel, man. It's freaking 61. It was hot today. It was 61. Okay, why am I yelling? Hi, Lori. Jerovi, I'm sorry. I bet it is. Chula, of course. Chula. Yes, I would love to do that. Yes. When I post this session, can you put a reminder there, and then I'll DM you how we can organize that. I'd love to do that. Yes. Lori, well, and now I take a very low-grade edible at night. I'm not ashamed to say it. I hate insomnia. I hate not sleeping, so I do whatever it takes. And I don't care. It's legal here, so I don't care. What am I doing? Anybody have any questions at all about anything in the world? You can ask me anything. Personal, medical, dog, husband, weather, anything in the world. Do whatever you want. If you don't have any questions, I don't want to bore you. Lori, my God, I take the lowest dose made. The kids think it's a placebo. When I buy it, the kids are like, "That's a placebo." It's not a placebo for me. It works. So, will it be cool? Okay, so let me tell you, Carmel's usually, we don't go over 75, so you're good. It's probably going to be cool. My brother, I haven't talked to him in a little while, so I think he's doing really well, but I don't know if he's working or whatever. My Easter was fun. I played golf. Didn't go to church. I thought a lot about my mother, who was very strictly Catholic, who has passed away. So we played golf. I thought a lot about my mama, and then I met my stepdad for dinner, which was fun. So that was cute. So I got to see my stepdad yesterday. That was adorable. Oh God, thank you, honey. That's really nice. That's so sweet. You're very, very kind. You're so sweet. So Lori and I live right here. We live very close to each other. Lori 831. And yesterday was our hottest day of the year. And Lori was at 63, but we didn't have wind. And then today was supposed to be hot. And then, so Scott and I went out, and if you look on my story, we were fogged in so bad, but it was sunny on one half of the fairway on the same hole, sunny and then foggy. And then the fog rolled in really bad and it was miserable. I was terrible. Ellie met my mommy at the Mission. Isn't that cute? I do. Sabrina, Disney Sabrina. Yes, I do. I write a column and articles for Carmel Magazine. Yes, I do. Thank you for asking. Okay, so Lori, 64 yesterday, and that's like a hot for us, right? Sweating. Hi, Keystone. Okay, you guys, if nobody has any more questions, I will let you go. I feel like I'm talking like I have dentures on. Do I have dentures on? Priscilla. I got to tell you guys a story. I've got to tell you guys something. Okay, ready? Dog moms out there? So Priscilla, she's been I only got fitted, I was only there, Uncle Lenny, I only got fitted for a 3-wood and a rescue, and I'm going to finish getting the rest of them. So I need to finish getting, 64 feels like 75 here. If 64 here felt amazing. It was like 75 would feel in Hawaii. It was great. I have no complaints about it. Carla, your dad's favorite. Oh. It's always online, Scott Eastwood. Fan Scams, it's always online. What kind of mascara do I use? Whatever's in the bag from Marshall's. Right now, it is a Kat Von D that I got at Marshall's 2 days ago. That's so funny you ask. I use whatever. I use L'Oreal, I use all kinds. Whatever's at Marshall's. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys about this girl. So she's at the vet. So thank you, Susan. So she's at the vet all day, 2 days ago, all day, 10:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., okay? And Marcy, I'll tell you in one sec. So she was there all day long, and I was worried about her, and then I was late for a dinner, so Scott went and got her, and he calls me, and he goes, "Are you sitting down?" I go, "Yeah." "Why? What?" And I just vacuumed our bed, because there's so much hair in our bed that I just gotten done vacuuming it. So I vacuumed the bed. So Scott goes, "Are you sitting down?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sitting down." "What?" He goes, "You're going to freak out." I'm like, "Just tell me." Guess what's wrong with Priscilla? She has a flea infestation. Fleas. They took 100 fleas off her. Fleas, like biting, jumping fleas, like disgusting. So when they shaved her tummy to make her be cooler, because she has a double coat, she's got one of those pugs who has 2 coats of fur. When they shaved her tummy to make her cooler, they found a flea infestation. We have 6 dogs and a cat. You guys know. Hang on. Hang on. You guys know for a fact that all our dogs are on every flea and tick med in the world, right? Every one of them. She was not anemic. Nope. So I had just had a flea bite on my shin the other day. I'm like, ooh, Scott, that's a flea bite. 2 of them right there. I'm like, that's a flea bite. Anyway, they found 100 fleas on her. 100. You guys know I'm holding them at all times. Like I am going through I can find a pinhead on my dogs. I had never seen a flea on her, never. But her coat is so thick you can't see all the way down. She had fleas, you guys. And so I talked to another vet last night who said that she's like, no shit, Sherlock. It's the worst flea infestation ever because of the rains we've had. So Priscilla must have, make sure that's not a flea. Priscilla must have like thrown up her flea and tick med or whatever. We don't know. But she had fleas. God, it was awful. Now she doesn't have fleas and she's on gabapentin. And because you guys see how she struggles, and she was doing great this whole week. She's been super energetic, like just running around like a little teenager. And now we're going to get her gabapentin just right. And you know what the vet told me? And we've got the greatest vet. And the vet's like, she's not going anywhere soon. She is 17 and a half years old, almost 17 and a half. Thank you guys so much. So she is, oh God, she is just, you a good girl, huh? She loves life. She wants to be part of everything. And she's just such a good girl. But they took fleas off your body, huh? That's sad. And the other ones don't have fleas. So whatever. So we're like, we're bleaching everything. Like I'm confident enough right now. I'm holding her like that she doesn't. What does she wear? Nancy says, what does she weigh? She weighs 22, 23. 22 or 23. Let me get that face cream, Marcy. It's a new one I'm using. I buy whatever Instagram advertises. So right now I'm using this, Lopi. Oh, you had a lot. Oh, tooth extractions. Oh, backbone. That's it. Nancy, it's funny. She and Coco are both really big pugs. Priscilla's a big girl. She's not a small, she's not fat at all either. She's large. And then Coco, we've had to have her tested for Cushing's and thyroid because she doesn't eat both meals a day. She eats like one meal a day and she's still huge. So this is Lopi, L-O-P-E. And it's a sweet little boutique brand. The owner seems fantastic. It is harvested by women in northern Uganda. And it's just a seed. Is it shea seed? I think it just is shea seed. I like it because it's real heavy, but it's just like super heavy, oily, Anyway, so I just pack my skin with as much moisture as I can, but I'll tell you what, man, when you get to be my age or our age, for a lot of us, you gotta have as much moisture as you can. Look at though, and my face is red from the wind today. But yeah, Lopi, I got it on Instagram. And it's interesting, I have rebought it now twice. So I always do everything one time, right? But this is my third round of this. I really, really like it. But if you don't like heavy, you're not gonna like this. This is pretty heavy. So yeah, Lopi. I think it lasts a long time. You only need one little pump, but I think it's $50, 45, I can't remember. All right, you guys, I will let you go. I'm gonna go make dinner. I didn't realize it was 6:30. I don't know where Scott is, but thank you so much for hanging out. You can always ask me questions. I am not sorry, Priscilla. I'm not a private person. I'm not that private. I don't really care. You can ask me anything, anytime. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for being here. Oh, we will have stretch tomorrow for sure. No doubt about it. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for sticking with me. You mean the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, my mascara. Oh, my Kat Von D mascara from Marshall's. Okay, bye.